よいしょ。はあ。腹がめちゃめちゃする。チュートリアルを通してみてもいいか。ソロでやるのです。昔々。
The absolute evil had, in the famous predecessor to this game, subjugated the known world and defeated good. Now, in a world full of blackness and despair, it spent its days sipping cocktails from the skulls of its enemies and forging new plans over a grilled unicorn kebab. Unfortunately, there wasn't much left to forge. A few orc wedges, the occasional trick played on the little snots. There just wasn't anything left to conquer. As the weeks and months passed, the absolute evil grew ever more reticent and seclusive. From time to time, one could hear a slight murmur from the depressed evil's super secret laboratory in the depths of the dungeon. Its creatures grew more worried with each passing day.
奇抜で邪悪な手口が恋しくなりました。クリーチャーたちにはなかなか戸惑いが残る時期でした。なんだか拷問もなく理不尽な死に追いやられることはありませんでした。ユニコーンの供給が厳しくなってきたことですが、ある晴れた日、邪悪の天才であるアークがスーパーシークレット研究室が出てきました。ついに新しい目標ができたのです。
It finally had a new goal, an unknown continent, as often found in sequels,
世界境によく見られる正体不明の大陸が東に存在していて、なんともつまらない海だけが悪と新大陸の間を阻んでいました。
It immediately had a fleet built.
赤たちに艦隊を編成しました。どんな強力な艦隊であったか、北から南まで地平線を埋め尽くすくらいで邪悪な悪が指揮する最も優秀で強力なクリーチャーたちが乗っていました。艦隊は新大陸に向かって出港し、港を立ちましたが沈んでしまいました。下っ端気にかけない国はあまりに問題されることがありませんでした。赤はゴブリンの罪を刺激し、さらなる強力な艦隊を造る。
These new ships were gigantic. Loaded with devious evil's second best creatures, the fleet set out. And that sank as well. The annoyed evil saved his relentless anger towards the shipbuilders for later. Obviously, it would have to take care of the matter itself. With a sigh, it cast a spell and created a shadow of itself, a creature of absolute darkness and evilness. This shadow flew across the water towards
アクは影を作って影で海を渡った。
There, it would find a vessel, a corruptible being that would subjugate this land in the name of evil.
影は完璧なターゲットを見つけ出すことに成功したわけですが。
The great paladin Tanos hero of the totally Eastern Kingdoms and a repugnantly good
さら
fellow.
になるタノスは
He was visiting the fatiguing library
英
in
語絶対的な
Twistram
英
with
雄
his
であり
comrades to see
愉
his
快なほど
foster
善人でし
daughter
た。
Talia.
Well now, Talia, tell me about your studies. Are
古
you
代賢
making
者たちの
progress with the
文
writings of
献
the
研究はうま
ancient
くいってるのか
sages?
な
Yes, dear father.
もちろんお
I
父
have
様
thoroughly
完全に
digested
知り
it
尽くして
and
もう
have
一
come
歩
a
さらに
step
善に
closer
近
to
づ
the
きまし
good.
た。
The
悪行
desire
への欲
within
求を
me
すっ
to
かり
do
消えましたわ。
evil is defeated.
Really? Excellent. I am
の
proud
こと
of
か、
you,
それはよか
my
った。
child.
お前はわしの自慢の
Continue
娘
to
じゃ。
concentrate
ありや
on
よ
your。studies.
続けて学業に精進しなさい。わしは少し野望ができたので、
In the meantime, my loyal friend Grimly will protect
グ
the
リ
country.
ムリーが国を守
Should
ることになっ
anything
た。
trouble, you can turn to him. Isn't that right, Grimly?
Aye, of course, Janos. I'll keep an eye on
いけ
it.
すかなエルフは俺がよく見守って、いや、お前の娘も持っているとも安心し
You
な。
can count on me.
いけすかなエルフ。
Then I'll see you soon, my
ではまた会おう
friends.
と思うよ。
May the goddess watch over you, and the light burn eternally.
Bon voyage, dear father. I'll make you so proud of me. Who does good is good.
Yuck. Disgusting phrases like that always leave such a nasty taste in my mouth. These abnormally good
尋
heroes,
常
on
じ
the
ゃない
other
が善
hand,
人な英雄
had
たちは
no
南部
inkling
から
of
して
the
くる悪意
malignity
に
gathered
全
to
く
the
気づけず
south.
にいました。
One
シズムル
moment
が
a
平和に
herd
草を
of
むしっ
sheep
てた
was peacefully
その瞬間
grazing, and the next moment, whomp! With a fulminant explosive effect that
Doka!
ate up half our
This
special
is
effects
not-
budget,
特殊効果予算の半分を占めた爆発音とともに影が世界に姿を現しました。そのターゲットは善と悪の
as the shadow of the unspeakably evil
心臓そしいぐらい
evil moved
邪悪な
through the world, all around it died. Plants withered, animals perished. Sort of like a picnic with my family. The shadow of the far-off evil found itself very, very close to Twistram. It could practically feel its target's presence.
Take these lanterns, men, and let the light of the goddess shine. For the night is dark and full of terrors. And there's a pile of horse poo around here somewhere. I trod in it earlier. For the darkness! I mean, for the light! Sorry. I'm still in training.
Yes, well, that is somewhat suboptimal. Naturally, the shadow of the almighty evil was an incredibly powerful creature. But, well, light was a bit of an issue. It would certainly be wise to stay out of the lantern light. The shadow reached the entrance to Twistram. Fortunately, this one was not closed, but it was brightly lit. Luckily, there was an unfortunate guard on patrol that the shadow was able to possess, thanks to its incredible powers, as long as it wasn't in the light. The shadow of absolute evil melded with the guard and took control of his body. Thus, it was able to pass through the gate with ease.
What was that? I think there was something wrong with that last beer.
Unfortunately, the shadow's possession only lasted a short while before the guard was able to free himself. Still, it was long enough to get past the gate. The shadow's target was close, so close. Talia, the dark elf. Soon she would fight on the side of evil.
May the goddess be with you, my friends.
疲れた後
It
図
will
書館で
soon
個
be
人の
time
開
to
会
open
式
the orphanage in the fatiguing
祭りに
library.
参加して
Come to the
ね
big square and join in the festivities.
Well, I don't know.
I had actually kind of planned to spend the evening in the
銭湯で過ご
bathhouse.
そうと
Friends, this orphanage is very important to my father. Tanos, you know, the mighty paladin, the one you really don't want to
Oh,
offend.
Yeah, all right. We'd love to come.
Excellent! May the light of the goddess shine upon
Matsuri.
you, and let us experience this exhilarating spectacle in the big square together. Follow me, my friends, for evil, the light, I mean. Keep the light burning bright, for the night is dark and full of terrors or errors or something like that.
ててててふんふんふんふん
Stop holding the lantern in my face like that, boy. I am Grimly, king of the dwarves, and I am used to the cold, dark tunnels
いそ
under
い
the
そいそいそい
mountains.
そいそいそい
I have no need of any stupid lamp shining.
In the distance, one could hear the
聞くに耐えな
unbearably
い教
good
会の
bells of a church. They must be marking the opening of the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Heroes with lanterns began to stream in that direction. The crossing on a red signal evil shadow swore, or would have if it had a mouth, and tried to avoid the lanterns as much as possible. Finally, the time had come, and the shadow of the passes in the slow lane evil was within range of Talia.
My dear father would be very proud were he with
誇ら
us
しく
today.
思ったはずで
He'd
す
be overjoyed to see us give the young and the needy a place to live and thrive. That's why I'm happy to take this orphanage and this
完全に壊してやる
and
みんな殺しちゃった
destroy it utterly, and all of you with it.
What did she say?
Die! Like lambs to the slaughter! I feel the power within me. Oh, it's over 9,000!
Unimagined powers surfaced in Talia. The black magic of the Dark Elves. She immediately
Okay,
began to
Kuruma-ho.
unleash these powers of chaos upon the world.
I'll tear you to pieces.
The dark elf raged through Twistrom's inexperienced guards. She thereby built up a tremendous inner energy, which she released into the world as a focus beam, while screaming, Kamehameha! Meanwhile, in the fatiguing library, they waited eagerly with coffee and cake for Talia to show up and open the new orphanage. The energy beam hit the cake with a resounding zap and reduced it to ashes. Oh yes, and the rest of the building and everyone inside it as well. The narcissistic evil patted itself on the shoulder for this. Or it would have, but the metal armor always made such a terrible clonking noise when it tried. But then again, that's what little snots are for. Obviously, the dispatch shadow had found a perfect vessel in the Dark Elf. Talia had already earned the title of Employee of the Month, with the utter destruction of the fatiguing library, as well as half of Twistrom. The destruction of an orphanage and the bombardment of innocent citizens with magic missiles immediately made her the million-wasting evil's new favorite henchperson. Her evil deeds complete, Talia withdrew into the vaults beneath the ruins of the fatiguing library. There, between the slaughterhouse and Mad Archbishop Lazarus's apartments, she prepared to create something powerful in the name of the absolutely ultimately evil. A dungeon heart, the cornerstone of any dungeon's power. Far away, Paladin of Light and Talia's former mentor, Tanos, was on his way to the Empire's capital of Stormbreeze. Naive and trusting as he was whistling cheerfully to himself, with no inkling of his foster daughter's dark deeds. Though he was aware that as a dark elf, she always had a core of evil in her. He had hoped to defeat it through religious indoctrination with ancient mad writings. Well, old bean, you thought wrong.
究極的な洗脳と狂った文献乗りそうだな。
Twistrom in ruins. Twistrom looked like the leftovers from a heavy metal concert.
ヘビメタコンサートあった後。
What have I done?
悪の誘惑に負けたらお父様がお怒りになるわ。
Fallen to evil
永遠
again.
のまま
Father
死
will
ぬ
be
か
beside himself.
悪党になるまで生き延びるか。
When he said, "You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain." Although, in a way, it was fun to be evil. Burning things, pillaging, and showing those nasty goody two-shoes where the hammer hangs.
悪党になりたかった。おぞましい復讐をしてやる。
Down at me anyway. My revenge will
下して
be
たやつらなんだから
terrible.
復讐しちゃうもんね。
While Talia was delivering a typical
典型
villainous
的な
monologue,
悪党モノローグをしてた頃、何かが現れまし
from
た。
the depths arose
ダ
a
ンジョンハードです。
pulsating crystal filled with the magic savvy evil's power. A dungeon heart.
他の男女の心臓とか間違えないでください。訴えられるのはおかめです。ごめんです。今回。
What seems to be your boggle?
Secret mental messages were exchanged
好き
between
な
Talia
悪の
and
クリ
the
スタルの
mentally savvy evil's crystal.
隠密かつスピリ
We
チュア
could
ルな効果が
explain
ご
this
ざい
in
ました。
detail at this point, but that would require a 3-hour
私はそれぐらいに給料
monologue
もらえてません。
and I am definitely not being paid enough for that.
Right then.
うるさい連中に靴を与えてやるわ。
For mocking me. Father's henchmen never liked me anyway, and
とんがり
always
耳と呼ばれ
insulted me, calling me
名前が
pointy-eared. It's time for
とんが
my
り耳。
well-deserved revenge.
The game logic internalizing evil had given Talia an assignment. Out there on the surface were shamelessly good places in urgent need of destruction.
Nah, no problem. I'll take care of it. I and evil army.
Naturally, the strategically well-versed evil did not send its new general into battle alone. A dungeon had to be built, and creatures hired to provide her with a powerful army. Of course, the sophisticatedly thinking evil already knew which way the wind blew in a dungeon. However, should it be hit by short-term memory loss, it could effortlessly look up things in the fabulous almanac. The grandiose evil's helpers had not been idle. Well, they hadn't exhausted themselves either, but anyway, there were now some research projects the researching evil could pursue. The new improved research menu, TM, was now available. A room has been excavated in the underground.
Yeah.
Take me to the enemy! Ooh!
New. お金がいっぱいあるんだけど。にゃー。
The new improved research menu, TM, opened and gave an overview of currently available technologies. At the moment, the selection was still limited, but that would change. After all, this evil crusade had only just begun.
七面鳥クリーチャー。
Spiders have spread throughout the underground.
For the absolute.
Nya 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 nya. Di. お金を。
Destroy the good.
でお金を拾ってにゃにゃにゃにゃ。
Spiders have spread throughout the underground.
Ouch! Ouch!
운동. 뽀뽀뽀.よいしょ. 카니가 아흐레테르요. 야라빠빠빠.
Hey! For the
チャリチャリチャリチャリ。
It's payday.
にゃにゃ。どうやって進むんだこの世界。なんでこうやってって
Merry Christmas.
Blinding beams of light met the dauntless evil's creatures. They briefly squinted at the disgusting brightness. Finally, they grinned, satisfied. At last, they were able to carry the battle to the good people and were not limited to protecting themselves in a dungeon, as is the case with other representatives of the genre.
Follow me, sons of Rohan. I mean, my vicious hordes. Let's get these tree huggers and wimps.
Ta 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 ta.
Just wait. Why do I have to wear this stupid costume for Christmas again?
ポーションだ。
The armies of evil reached one of those disgustingly good places that had survived the destruction of Twistram. The ice-cold hand, I mean evil, would deal with it immediately.
Yeah, sure. It's Christmas.
Payday.
Hey!
君たち回復しすぎじゃない？いててねたですよ。
Tell me what to do. Ooh!
Hopefully no one has arachnophobia. A spider nest has been discovered.
Ouch! For even.
雲でも倒しといて。
Ouch! Just to
Your
the
little snots
heroes.
have uncovered a dragon's nest.
Hey, keep your. Whoa!
나 너무 늦어.
Your little snots have dug out a room. Payday.
왜 이렇게 교류비는 支払いするんだ。ここは未払い収食所。にゃにゃにゃにゃ。
Christmas. Oh, hey!
New. アッパー。
I'll be back.
見守ってたんですけどね。
It's payday.
New.
Your little snots have uncovered a dragon's nest. Spiders have spread throughout the underground.
Give me my orders. Ooh!
Your little snots have dug out a new room.
Now I have a mission.
Spiders are eating your gobblers.
You don't celebrate Christmas with people you like. You celebrate it with your family.
Yeah. Yo.
Defend the dungeon heart.
マジで無限に湧くじゃん。
Spiders are gobbling down your gobblers. It's payday.
ジャスなバカ。
Showed him.
ほれほれほれほれ。ほれほれほれほれほれほれほれほれほれ。雲部屋。
For evil!
Thanos must. If this is Christmas, I'd like to be invited to the New Year's Eve party.
Cha 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 cha.
Yeah, what is going on here? I feel disturbance in the force.
The deeds of the conspicuous evil and its henchmen had not gone unnoticed. As a matter of fact, even a blind man could see the destruction they left behind them. As idiotic heroes do, they sent out a small patrol to scout the area.
Move out, men. Have a look around and report back to me. While I would love to accompany you myself, I'm currently, teaching myself to play the ukulele.
Just wait.
Не-не-не.
Wasn't that the Staggering Pony Tavern? By the goddess, I won't be getting any more roast pork there. Payday.
Whew.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
痛い。にゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃ。わかんない。待って、サウンドに、ごめん、今気づいた。迷子になってる間に今気づいた。すまん。マジですまん。さっき PC 買ってきたの。メモリ2日で1 2日で1万上がってたか。なかなか上がったな。チュートリアルこのゲームやんなかったのが間違いだったかな。だいぶ分かってない。めんどくさいなって思ってチュートリアルスキップしたら 見事に迷子になった。にゃにゃ。給料未払いですって言われるけど、どうやって給料払うんだろう。はて、不思議じゃな。
Your little snots have dug out a room.
タッパッパッパパヤッパッパ。どうすればいいんだこれ。にゃーにゃにゃ。
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Hey, where does this lead? We should take a closer look.
The first heroes had discovered the not-so-well-hidden evil's dungeon and now entered its depths. Of course, the insidious evil had already prepared a despicable reception for them. At least I think so.
Even if that's not the case, I will kill these ridiculous do-gooders myself. They will pay for mocking me over the years. Wait! Oh, wait a minute. What am I saying?
なんかやってきたらしい。
Those are my friends. How can I plan their deaths?
Talia had chosen an extremely unfavorable time for moral duds. Luckily, her evil dark elf heritage prevailed. Hey, Talia, you're evil, so act like it.
What? Oh, yeah. Okay. Kill them all!
Meow.
What do you want me to do?
It's payday.
Evil
is unstoppable!
これで戦え戦え。団子で戦えばそんなに怖くないはずだ。
The little town of Good was destroyed and turned into a hotbed of evilness. Cracks formed on the surface, and something, guess, evil rose from the depths. This evilness, in a practical spherical form, was the sweet lifeblood which flowed through the personified evil's veins. It stimulated the armies of evil and swelled their power. All this lofty blah blah without any impact on the game aside, it was another resource primarily or exclusively used for more powerful research. Delicious evilness flowed into the dungeon heart and filled it with power. New research was thus made available, which would help the dungeon to even greater power. The impatient evil immediately began to research something.
Christmas.
もう一旦帰るか。よし。
Hey, wasn't that Vinny's vegan cuisine? Oh well, no real loss there.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Ouch! Where are you taking me?
まあ負けることじゃないだろう。もう一匹欲しかった。電源が2枚欲しかった。
The progress addicted evil had unlocked some new research and immediately set about trying it out.
金を一生懸命運んでる。 やだだだ。
It's payday.
Everything good must die.
ヒーラーってやっぱ偉大だな。団体行動させ方が分かったからだいぶ変わった。
The armies of evil here? Damn it all, how did that happen? Time to call out the heavy guns. Right, men, get ready to attack in waves. Excuse me, sir. Wouldn't it make more sense if we attacked all at once?
そこケーキ。
Where's the fun in that? Wave after wave, that's a strategy for real men.
Thanks to the enemy's limited tactical finesse, their destruction was virtually unavoidable. So it was time to decorate for the victory celebration, to get the beer and hire the orc dancers. Okay, maybe not orcs. I shudder at the thought.
They're going to be child's play. Leave them to me. I mean, hold them back and let them hit you while I deal with them.
なんか様子見がいるな。
The second island of the good was mercilessly overrun by the strategically savvy evil's hordes and turned into an evil island. Soon, more of that exquisite evilness would be bubbling to the surface. Excellent. Even better than in Dungeons 2. Not that I'm out to plug it or its fantastic add-on or anything. There.
Ouch! Ouch!
ヒラがいるだけでだいぶ楽になりましたな。
Enemies have entered the dungeon. Defend the dungeon heart. It's payday. Defend the dungeon heart.
帰っておいで。
The dungeon heart is being attacked.
泥棒の分際で。たかだか盗っ人さんがいいよ。まあこいつらには休憩しててもらえますか。休憩休憩。
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
また入ってきたな、ダンジョン。エネミーが。
Your dungeon heart is under attack.
Hey! Keep your hands to yourself.
戦いなさい。
Oh, hey! Hey! Keep your hands to yourself.
こいつらチキンまで遠いのか。 食え。あらかた食うたか。
Hey, wasn't that Vinny's vegan cuisine? Oh well, no real loss there.
てててて。ちょっと触って。強くなりました。にゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃ。戦っててもらって。400になったダメージが上がった上がった。バカな王が一人死んじゃいましたね。
camp has been destroyed. Victory is ours. Evil is victorious. Good thing I switched sides.
And so it was that the good camp was destroyed by the battle-wise evil's army. Now it was time to take over all of the good islands. That would be a cakewalk. Easy as stealing candy from a baby. Candy from a baby? Simple. My ass. Ever tried it? The screaming and crying and fetching their parents and family as reinforcements, and those little beasts bite pretty damn hard. Not that I have any personal experience of it.
The ultimate, chaotic, absolute, whatever evil will be happy. I am.
Happy.
Father is gonna be so angry. Do you really know what you're doing? You wanted to be good. You had dedicated yourself to the light. Stop and really think about your deeds.
Can you please just stop with the golem thing? We already had too many Lord of the Rings gags in the last 2 games. Enough is enough.
Yeah, exactly. Just shut it, good me.
Talia and the destructive evil's army had succeeded in destroying Twistrum and the surrounding area.
みんな壊した。
No longer existed in this land.
What the hell happened here?
Apparently, not quite all of the good guys were defeated. The dwarven king Grimly, an old drinking buddy of Tanos the Paladin, was just touring the country with his exorbitantly large army to ensure everything was in order. Thank God, the foresighted evil had provided for this contingency. The dungeon heart was charged with evilness and enough energy to act as a teleporter. For Talia, of course.
Oh, good. Then all the best, brave warriors, and stop them! Right! I'm out of here.
With a plop, Talia dissipated and disappeared to a faraway and safe place. The rest of the sacrificing evil's creatures looked astonished as their general fled, but only for a moment, as they already found themselves facing an unpleasant army of good.
素晴らしい輩
This
だ
is the work of that damn pointy-eared wench. I always warned.
トン彼に身を引きちぎって
Little dark elves
しおりんでも使ってやる
criminals, the lot of them. But enough, Missy Duff. I'm going to find that shifty wench and use her ears as bookmarks.
Twistrum in ruins. Talia, the dark elf. The Gehenna stone. After her hasty departure, Talia now found herself a few kilometers or miles, yards, or stone throws, depending on whatever crazy units are used where you are. Away. She had managed to escape Grimly's
あそこで
forces,
バイ出たやつ
even
全
if
騎士
one
にな
or
ったと
two
ちゃう
evil
か
creatures had to die. But hey, that comes with the job. The incredibly foresighted evil hadn't brought Talia here for nothing. The ancient Gehenna
ここ
stones
に
were
連れてきた
nearby.
んじゃないのだって
Tanos once banished some demonic minions to hell and used these ancient magic relics to seal them there.
応援応援
Unfortunately,
どこ
it
ど
was
こ
unclear how these seals could be broken.
I was there back in the day when Tanos banished the demons and sealed the stones. I can open them! But should I really do it? These unearthly beings terrorize the land and... Oh, shut up, good Talia!
So, you know how to open the seal. Excellent. Devious evil is obviously nobody's fool. It all feels like a real plan.
I just have to get through to the seals. Then I can open them. But I need protection from the elemental guardians while I do so.
Okay, that should be doable. Get Talia to the seals. Guard her while she opens them. First, however, it would definitely be a good idea to build a powerful dungeon in order to be prepared for any heroes stationed in the area.
おなんかないですよ
Hasta la vista, baby!
医療室 にゃにゃにゃにゃ。悪魔専用ポータル、悪魔の強化。もうポップ。
There were disgustingly good places near the dungeon, which would look much better as islands of evilness instead, especially since that evilness could be used for new technologies.
What is that unbearable place doing right in front of my dungeon?
キモい。
Disgusting! Creatures advance! Destroy that thing!
Oh, are you sure you want to do that, Talia? Shouldn't we sit down in a circle and talk about it one more time?
Are you still here? Honestly, can't you see I'm busy destroying everything that is good? I don't have time for this disassociative identity order nonsense.
Stop doing the Therese and Jeanette thing. Your little snots have uncovered a dragon's nest.
Jeff! Oh! Ouch! Death to all that is good.
It's payday.
There's something funny going on around here. My knee is itching where I caught that arrow. Men, check it out.
The presence of Talia and the conspicuous evil's army had not gone undiscovered, and the first miserable heroes were already on their way to the dungeon.
Where we will, of course, welcome them appropriately.
Move, you lazy dung beetles! Get ready!
You always have to be so unfriendly? I mean, really? Can't we just talk about this? I know this really good psychiatrist and...
Don't force me to hit myself!
Yes. As our protagonist sank into one of her disputes with herself,
地表
the
面を横
heroes
断し
spread
ていきま
across
し
the
た。
surface. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Drop me on the enemy!
にゃにゃにゃ。 もうちょっとニワトリ小屋があったっていい。
A vortex could now be built. This excellent room makes it possible to create direct access to hell by means of teleportation, or the gun from Portal, in order to hire funny, or sometimes not so funny, demons. The very curious evil soon began to build one of these vortexes.
プルテックス。にゃにゃにゃにゃ。
The first vortex was finished. Here, demons could be hired or resurrected after their inglorious death for a tiny fee of mana.
Mana? But I don't have any mana.
That's true. Yes, but luckily, the Gehenna stones produced exactly that. What a wonderful coincidence.
地獄石そのものが。
There are enemies in your dungeon. Payday.
ペッペ。ケンケンチー。にゃんまいみゃ。 にゃくしゅしゅしゅしゅ。睡眠ゲージを下げまして、
If this is Christmas, I'd like to be invited to the New Year's Eve party.
にゅにゅにゅ。
Hasta la vista, baby.
どんどころんどんどんどころんどんどんどんどんどん。
Shoot him. Tanos must die.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Men, take a look at this. There's something strange going on here.
A local patrol unhappily stumbled into the area of the Gehenna Stones. They wouldn't leave without a fight, just the way I like it.
Just the way I like it.
Wait a moment, I just said that. Are you trying to steal my lucrative narrator contract? Back off! I know where your car is. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Ouch! Ouch! Death from above. Ah!
Payday.
Tonkan, 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 tonkan. ふっふ。エネルギーのところってやんないと。ヒーラーが雇えん。タリア壊すもの。
Now I have a machine gun.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. Delicious evilness dribbled into the thereupon feasting evil's dungeon. This could be immediately sacrificed to the excellent idea of completing one or two new research projects.
Did it? いけいけ。スリーリン。庭には鶏がいた。
Enemies have entered the dungeon. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Ow! Where are you taking me? Take me to the enemy! And stay down!
The bustling evil had dug into a dragon's nest.
Whoa! Ow!
It's payday.
みたいで。
The homicidal evil had researched the Tinkerer's Cave. This perfidious room was used by the even more perfidious cretin to try this out right away. There are enemies in your dungeon. The first Tinkerer's Cave was finished and appeared solid enough. Soon the creatures of the Horde would gather here voluntarily or under the threat of beatings to build dangerous traps for unwary heroes. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Hey!
金庫化してもらって。
It's payday. There are enemies in your dungeon. There are enemies in your dungeon.
いや、ベッドに帰りたくなった。ベッドに帰ろう。でもこのゲーム結構楽しいな。あとでもうちょっと続きやろう。よし、またね、バイバイ。